self-love, defined as love of self or regard for one's own happiness or advantage, has been conceptualized both as a basic human necessity and as a moral flaw. Self-love is a state of appreciation for oneself that grows from actions that support our physical, psychological, and spiritual growth. Life is like a puzzle. There are missing pieces, and in order to find these missing pieces, we need to grow. When we love ourselves, we learn how to grow individually and independently. This is the type of love that you should give to yourself.
My name is Ryan Maythi Caro. I just painting under the visual arts. With the theme of love, it's just a hobby of mine, but honestly, I'm more comfortable in using Ibis Paint for digital arts. And since we have a theme of love, I've searched some symbols like in zodiac sign. There are four that symbolize love, but I choose Taurus. Then harp for instrument category was represented for love. Though in the end I pick roses for the flower category and a dove that symbolize peace and love. Our color theme is pink or red, which is also symbolized for love. I also add a person on the center, and that person is showing her love towards a beautiful natures and for giving a freedom for a cruel world. There's the quote saying, "The natures show us how to live, love, and grow alongside each other." That's why I will leave the further explanations on your own interpretations. The reason why I'm not including the other objects is I don't think I can pull out the night scene and the color scheme might jumble. I only showed my hands since the artwork are more important than my face. I name it Symbols of Love. And finally, here is my finished watercolor painting arts. Bye bye.
reason behind this artwork is to share my insight when we say romance. We have different perspective when it comes to this word. For me, it is having someone that chooses you every day. It is easy to find someone to love, but it's rare to find someone that will stay with you until God's will. This artwork depicts that in someone's life there is a circumstance that in their childhood they had already met the one, in which they grow and learn their immaturity and accept their differences. When the right time had come, until the end, they choose one another and live happier.
This art does not just represent a couple, but the view as well. Due to quarantine and lockdowns, we became appreciative of our scenery, even if it is just by our doors, windows, or from the roof of our houses. When the restriction became at ease, our desire to take vacation escalates more than ever. We became more appreciative of the sunrise for another day. We also become appreciative of the sunset because we can rest after a long day. Before, we just complimented how beautiful our scenery was, but we do not know the meaningful message behind those stunning skies. It is always those little things that matter the most.
Sa panaginip na lang pala kita maisasayaw. This is a lyrics from an iconic song of Eraserheads entitled Ang Huling El Bimbo. This is an artwork of couple dancing and also about their loss of childhood love, where the girl was found dead because she was sexually harassed and the boy couldn't do anything but can only see her in his dreams. This song has such a powerful nostalgic feel to it. It is about how we look the past through rose-tinted glasses and remember it as being better than it really was.
You don't love someone because they're perfect. You love them in spite of the fact that they are not. This quote by Jodi Picoult resembles the meaning of the painter's artwork, The Drake's Love. The painter of The Drake Loves used watercolor and oil-based watercolor. This form of painting is realism, which focuses on ordinary people, surroundings, and circumstances. Before creating their masterpiece, the painters named Renami Joy Bertican and Dwight Nicole Kamad brainstormed about what they should paint. Since their section chose love theme among other options, they were inspired by the Drake Passage, which connects the Atlantic and Pacific Oceans despite their differences in temperature, salinity, and density. They continue to encounter one another on Drake's Passage. When relating to love, our concept is very timely and everyone can relate to it. Because even if you have differences in terms of religion, culture, beliefs, and physical appearance, if you are destined to be together, like the Atlantic and Pacific Oceans, you will meet and still have a Drake Passage that connects you and your soulmate for a lifetime.
Good day. So let me share the materials we used, such as flat brushes, acrylic paint, and watercolor paper. To be honest, it was difficult for her to begin this task because she is not a painter in the first place. But as the hours passed, she found herself enjoying what she's doing and she felt great about it because for once, she let herself do a task that was out of her comfort zone. We chose to paint a boy and a girl staring at each other against a backdrop of sky, sea, and moon, because it is very romantic for a girl to be able to experience being with someone she loves in a romantic setting. For those who do not read books or stories that have a romance genre, then our work of art might make them cringe. But for us, it's something that we want to experience soon when we're ready to be in a relationship. But for now, since we're not yet allowed, we will just settle painting the setting we want to experience in the future. Take a look at its process.
Life. Life is like a super fast train with each passenger having a different story and different pain. Everyone's waiting for their own destination. Absolutely no idea of its location. Trying to see what's outside the window. Finding themselves in a labyrinth of limbo. But here in this train, they will see all of the season. Because death is only key of this life's prison.
We carved the letters of love and also heart because that's how deep love can be. It will mark us on deeply, making us forget the reality and hurts us like an eternity. We want to share the word love, which stands for listening, overlook, value, and encourage. It highlights the true meaning of how to love someone and to be loved by someone. You can't just accept it and leave it in the cupboard or just think it's going to get on by itself. You've got to keep on watering it. You've got to really look after it and nurture it. John Lennon. The plant symbolizes our biodiversity, from the root word bio, which means life, and love that gives us life.
majestic, enchanting, and mysterious. That is how we describe the Tower of Pisa, from which inspired their creation. Not only does the leaning part of it captivate our hearts, but also the reason behind it, which we use as an inspiration for our topic, which is love. The Leaning Tower of Pisa was once created as a bell tower in Italy. However, due to its weak foundation and mistakes regarding adding new floors and digging a pathway at the base of the tower, it leans. Despite what happened to the tower, it survives up until now. And just like love, even if your relationship leans for some reasons, as long as you have love as foundation, it will persevere until it sees better days.